guys. This is Money Monday.
Merry Mini Monday, Chunkies. I'm Carter.
I'm Doge.
And I'm Papa Roach.
Is that who sings that?
Yeah.
Are they Australian?
No.
Oh. I thought I said it was an Australian-themed Mini Monday.
You did.
There's probably a lot of roaches in Australia, I would assume. Big ones.
Probably. I would guess.
Probably.
There's big every horrible thing there.
We're going to have a new game that is specifically Aussie-themed.
Oh.
We'll get there. Just a little bit of a tease up front.
It's which actor would we like to toss on the Barbie?
On the Barbie. Speaking of Barbies.
Ooh.
There's a lot of wonderful hype around Ken and Barbie right now. The Barbie movie, Greta Gerwig.
Sure.
And I want to know, in your opinion, did we pick the wrong Mattel toy to make a movie about?
Oh. A lot of people have been asking me this, actually.
Yeah, I can't.
The mailbag overfloweth. Just wanted to know.
Well, I'm looking up a list of just all Mattel sort of properties.
That's fine. While you do that, I want to tell you boys, first of all, in a bit of news here. So House of the Dragon, Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon, was the most watched HBO premiere of all time.
Ever.
Sure.
Yeah, I did see that.
Which is a big deal, and I get it. I think it's built on a lot of hope.
Did you watch it?
I did. I want to talk about it. Not too much though, but I want to talk about it. I want this to be.
By the way, I just checked out all the Mattel toys, and no, there's the right answer. Masters, whatever.
Might I introduce you to a little something known as Hot Wheels City Ultimate Garage playset with 2 toy cars and Robo Dinosaur.
See, I'm pretty sure a Hot Wheels movie is just going to end up being Need for Speed, the
Cars or something.
Aaron Paul one. It's just not.
But I don't think you heard me correctly. Not only is Jesse Pinkman in this, there's also a Robo Dinosaur.
No, sure, no, I get it.
He gets it. He understands.
There's a Robosaurus.
No, he's fine. Margot is Australian, is she not?
And a robot dinosaur. So I think it's going to be perfect.
She could be in any of those. So House of the Dragon, I want us to do little snippets of it because I think it's an interesting dynamic in that I am going to watch it. And we had a conversation, I think even on our last Mini Monday, where I was like, what would it take to get you guys in? And I'm just going to give you an overall vibe of how I felt about it. I do want to say a hypothetical question here. Do you think that number of downloads, that number of watches on the opening night is higher if Game of Thrones ended well?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
And I think what's happening...
I can tell you higher by 2 at least.
Yeah, higher by at
least 2 more. That's
viewers.
very true. We do know literally higher. Silly question to ask. When I was watching this, I'm not one to temper too much. I think maybe even on this podcast, the least likely to like temper expectations, optimistic.
Sure. Yeah.
Going in, I'm down for anything. Because I have been so hurt, I came into this one just being like, okay, I don't know. But I was pleased. There's a lot of funny articles out there that are kind of like, hey, this is technically harder to adapt than Game of Thrones, like than our main books here, to go that 172 years before Daenerys, because everyone's names are the same. And this group of producers decided not to change the names very much. They want to stay really true to that. So it's almost like the female male in Latin, to where like, we can have a dogier and a dogia. And so it's like, it's kind of hard to follow. I like our cast. They clearly did not spare a single expense. We've got lots of dragons early. I think nobody didn't expect that because it's called House of the Dragon. For now, I'm in and I'm still in. I think it's hard to goof Ep 1.
Sure. Yeah.
And there is a scene that is visceral and disturbing, which is very Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
And that's fine. I don't know if y'all have heard about it or you're following that at all.
I couldn't be less
fully
plugged
aware.
into the
That's
House
fine.
of the Dragon verse.
I do want to shout out any of our pregnant chunkies. Maybe don't watch the first episode of Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon.
There's a baby in it, and the baby's just the baby's a real butthole.
Maybe
you can be like, dang, why am I having this thing?
Watch any of it.
It's a literal butthole. But I'll be giving my vague opinion of it as we go along. Right now, I'm on stream because that's literally what I did, and they haven't done enough to make me fully happy. But it was good to see that people are taking their job seriously. And it was good to see, what's Doctor Who's name?
Matt Smith.
It was good to see Matt Smith not a vampire, but I could not unsee Morbius. What a silly mistake he made.
Sure.
I just saw him dancing and showing off his fangs and loving his new
vampire look.
Blood-fueled strength.
Yeah.
What do you think is a common phrase? Like if someone's just trying to come up with a phrase for Australia, there's like shrimp on the Barbie. There's also like, if you're doing an impersonation, if you're playing like fishbowl or something, you're trying to get people to say Australian. Is there a specific phrase that comes to mind for you?
Good day, mate.
Good day, mate. That's a good one.
That's the one.
Is there another one?
That's the one.
Perhaps about the land of Australia?
Down under. Yeah.
The Land Down Under?
Thank you so much. That's what I was hoping for.
Okay, yeah.
And what we own our IP here at Two Chunks and a Hunk that needs us to stay under a certain allotted amount to win. Whoever's the most under wins. And that would be the game of
it's jjjolf.
We have a very special Australian version of jjjolf today. We're playing in the Land Down Under.
It's jjjolf Down Under.
Down Under. And it might not... There's a lot of fun Australian movies out there, as we all know. Here's the reason we're going Australia. We're doing 5 for Fighting in our series. Next week is Fast? Next week is Mad Max Fury Road.
Tomorrow, some would say.
Next episode.
Wish better than this, 'cause you only got 100 years to live.
Is that another Papa Roach song?
5 for Fighting, also from Australia.
I love
Everything
Papa
is
Roach.
Australian themed.
He's my real dad.
We're going to play jjjolf. For those
Papa
of you that
does.
have not heard, listening, I know that the co-hosts have. Jjjolf is a game that's kind of like golf, but it's not at all. I'm going to be reading Rotten Tomatoes movies, simply telling them, here's the movie on Rotten Tomatoes. You have to guess the critic or audience review, and they have 22 allotted points. If they can stay under that 22, whoever stays under the longest or has the least amount of strokes taken, if they both go over, wins jjjolf. I
have a strong conviction that you could describe any game under the sun as a lot like golf.
Yeah.
But not.
To begin our jjjolf Australian expedition, one of the crowning achievements of the country and continent. I remember that being one of the first little trivias in my academic life that I thought was the coolest thing ever. That Australia was a country and a continent. One huge jacked man in Logan. And we're going critic review, I'm assuming.
Always.
Yeah. Critic every time. Jordan, I'll defer to you. I'll go ahead and mute.
Okay. 88.
88.
Oh, I was going to say 87.
Were you really?
Yeah, you gave me a thumbs up, so I unmuted.
There's no way to know if he's cheating or not. He's quick. He's smart. He can make up numbers on the fly.
The actual retail price, 94% on Rotten Tomatoes. Logan, a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful movie.
Yeah, it's a great
movie.
movie.
The best X-Men movie.
It's really good, yeah.
The best movie featuring an X-Man.
Oh, for sure.
Would you count Deadpool in that too? Still better than the Deadpools?
Still better than
the Deadpools.
That means Jordan was one closer. He has 15 strokes left.
It's like attorneys general. It's Deadpool.
And she's
15
Hulk.
strokes left. Doja's 14. Up next, we have the mascot of the Land Down Under, Crocodile Dundee.
Okay.
Go ahead and pop. I'll go ahead and pop mine out.
73.
Is good?
Yep.
And Carter, what was his number? Crocodile Dundee.
1986.
52.
Somebody's losing. Mine was 73.
Crocodile Dundee on Rotten Tomatoes. Critic review, 89%. 89%.
They liked it more than they liked Logan.
Audience score, 89%.
I haven't watched it in a long time, but I don't remember it being particularly good at all.
Easygoing charm. And a leading man in the role he was born to play, literally. Help Crocodile Dundee make the most of its familiar fish out of water premise.
Guess I got to rewatch Crocodile Dundee.
89%. I can't believe that.
Jordan's, I believe, negative 22. One more quick round of jjjolf.
Well, there's no point, but let's do it.
Well, maybe we don't. We can double down. No, it's fine. It's your Kangaroo Jack.
Hey, double or nothing, Kangaroo Jack. Double or nothing, Kangaroo Jack.
Kangaroo Jack. Doge goes first.
Whoever wins this
Jordan
gets
goes
all the
first.
marbles.
Do you want to? All right, Kangaroo Jack critic review.
Wait, let's not mute. Let's
I was
both
thinking
send
at the same time.
Let's text our number to Carter in a sealed envelope.
I like that.
Kangaroo Jack's critic score. Don't do it in the group message.
2003
is-
classic Kangaroo Jack. Jerry O'Connell's best.
All right, Carter, once you receive our numbers, you can read them out loud to us.
I just sent a random percentage to a wrong person.
Yes.
Do you want to have them on the show?
Yes. I can tell you, y'all are both way off. Jordan wins. Jordan said 42% to Doja's 57%. The critics said 8%.
Whoa.
The humor is gratingly dumb, and Kangaroo Jack contains too much violence and sexual innuendo for a family movie. Holy moly.
I remember my mom wrote that review because I remember watching Kangaroo Jack with my family, and I don't remember what it was, but I remember my mom being like, they didn't have to do that.
Yeah.
I remember I watched it with my family, but only once, which means it was probably objectionable.
Let's do an ad break. I'm so excited. It's fogging my mind right now. I'm so excited for our new game. We'll do it right after the ad break.
New message.
Hey, man, it's Devin. You know, from that time you accidentally emailed me because you thought I was a different Devin. Oh, and your email signature said confidential. If you receive this in error, please delete. That's so you. Anyway, I heard you bought a boat. When are we setting sail, Captain?
When you get a boat, you also get new friends. Make sure Progressive's one of them and get coverage today for as little as $100 a year.
Oh, and no, you did not receive this message in error.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Annual premium for basic liability policy not available in all states.
I want to play a game today. There's something about, there's a special thing that happened in Mad Max Fury Road for me. The last time I saw it was with the two of you in 2015. I can't believe it. It took me 7 years to watch this movie
pretty
again.
crazy.
And I think deep down in my heart, I knew that there was going to be a special occasion for it. I was not even in talks. I don't even, this podcast didn't exist in 2015. Right.
No.
Nope.
No way. We had
So
no
there's
idea
some
we'd ever
magic
do a
there.
podcast.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you, guys.
So there are some
Thank
things
you.
that I like.
We don't have a lot of sneezes. For as much as we record ourselves talking, like as much of our lives are
Yeah.
recorded on a microphone, we don't have
is
a
a
lot of
surprise to
sneezes
me.
happen.
I actually think they've all been you.
Probably. I sneeze
I think
more
we've had a
than
couple.
the average
sneezed on
bear,
this podcast.
for sure.
Yeah.
Mine are just really scary. So maybe we would remember that. Maybe not.
Just like,
I sneeze so scarily.
Like
Gesundheit.
Taz the Tasmanian Devil, who is, of course, an animal from Australia. There we go. Now we're back.
First shot. So there are some things that I like to have and then not just overdo it, right? I don't want to just keep doing it and have it dilute, have it lose its flavor, which, by the way, I don't think Fury Road can do that.
Cake.
Yeah.
No.
Sour Patch Kids. If you eat too many of them, your tongue gets
Warheads,
raw.
obviously. Gushers make me
And it
sick.
starts to Warhead. Yeah. Let's say sour fruity candy is off the table for too much of
There's
them.
also things that I just can't get enough of. Like silly jokes, silly videos. I will watch a 7-second clip that either Doja or Jordan has sent me over and over and over again just to get a hit.
Hey, are you guys' brains completely riddled with the corn song, or is
I don't
that
even know
only
what that
mine?
is.
What's a corn song?
From TikTok, the kid who's like, it's corn. It's a big lump with knobs. It has the juice.
I don't
You know what I'm
what
talking
this is.
about.
I
You
don't
know what
know
I'm
what
talking
this is.
about.
Corn
honestly
also
don't.
Just
the
wait a
national
month.
fruit of Australia, which is crazy.
That's
Absolutely
insane.
insane.
National
And
bird
the
as
national
well.
bird.
Corn's the national bird of Australia.
That's why they have that song that's like, corn sits in the old gum tree.
I was thinking more like, I corn from a land down under.
Corn. I tend to not be able to get enough of games. I keep making them. This podcast
Yeah.
gets a new game maybe every quarter, maybe more than that. We've probably played 50.
Why we call you
We've kept
Jigsaw.
like 12. But I think this one's going to stick.
Yeah.
And we're going to remember it as it happening here on this Australian themed day. And it's called Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Oi, oi, oi. Are you familiar with this chant? I even looked this up because I was like, why is this in my head? But like early 90s, this became a chant that was an iteration of like another like soccer chant in like European football. That kind of sound. I think it's ogly, but someone turned it into Aussie, oi, oi at like an Olympics, and then it just caught on and it has become their national chant. So you
said early 90s? Yeah, I wasn't watching a lot of footy.
That's probably where it came from.
2 years before I was born.
As the resident sports expert.
Tweren't even a twinkle.
I was 4. Aussie, oi, oi, oi is a fun game in which I will use IMDb and give you a slew of Aussies. You can actually even bring your own to the table. But what we're going to do is you'll have 3 ois, okay, throughout the entire process, which essentially is normally a bong bong, but it's an oi in this sense. But our Aussies, we'll pick these Aussies, and then you have to try and guess their top 4 credits.
The devil. He's the devil.
Tasmanian devil.
Away from me.
So we'll pick 3 Aussies.
Foul beast away from me.
You would try and avoid as many ois as possible. Because
do you ever try really hard to avoid cussing and you just start saying random medieval phrases to someone?
The hope is to get 9. If all you need is 9 points to win Aussie.
That's crazy, man.
I could smell
crazy,
this.
man.
I could smell this.
There was
from
one
a
point
mile
that Jordan
out.
just goes peering.
Yeah,
into my
could
soul.
see. I could see what was going to happen.
So let's play.
Just do it. Just do it.
Aussie, oi, oi, oi. For those of you that have never heard of this game, it sounds very similar to another game that we play called Extra Credit. The Aussies I have for you that you can choose from: Hugh Jackman, Nicole Kidman, Chris Hemsworth,
Okay.
Mel Gibson, Russell Crowe.
Okay.
Say Steve Irwin.
Now, you can bring any others that you would like, but I'd like for you to at least choose 2 from that list. Any other you would like.
Let's start with huge.
Yeah.
Try to get 9 points. Now, if you get...
Yeah.
Honestly, I'll be real. I missed extra credit.
If you get all
it's
the
fun.
Aussies,
It's a good game.
you get an extra Aussie.
What's the success?
Oi.
No,
What's
that's the failure sound. Oh. Interesting. Spelled
we'll say
differently, I assume.
Oi, oi, oi is the success sound. Oing, the G.
You could hit us with a crikey.
That's it.
Crikey.
Oi, oi, oi is the new bing, bing, bing. Crikey is bong, bong, bong. Oh, this is fun.
Right.
Who would you like to be your first Aussie? In Aussie,
Huge.
Aussie,
Huge.
oi, oi, oi.
Huge. It is. It is going to be Les Miserables.
Yeah, miserable lesbians. It's going to be
The Greatest Showman.
The Greatest Showman. It's going
to be Logan.
Yeah.
And it will be, what's the movie where he has a nutsack on his chin?
Should be.
Probably that one.
No, I don't think so. That's movie, was it 42 or
Oh,
something
yeah,
like
that's
that?
an actual theme.
It should be Prisoners, but I don't think it is.
It probably won't be. It probably won't be. I feel the most confident for Les Miserables.
Yeah,
for that one. Lock it in.
Yeah, lock it in.
Oi, oi, oi. That's a bing, bing.
Yeah,
You
and
got
that
it.
means we
Number
got
one.
it.
Good one.
Number
I
one
don't
credit.
remember.
for
Okay, good.
Hugh
Yeah,
Jackman.
perfect.
I feel
We
good
get 4
about
guesses,
Logan.
by the way. 4 guesses.
Logan. Let's kiss Logan.
Logan, lock it in.
Oi, oi, oi.
Lock it in.
Number 2.
The Greatest Showman, lock it in.
Yeah, lock it in.
Crikey.
All right. It sounded like a soundboard.
It did.
I'm going to try to say the exact same every time. If there is another time. Who's to say?
There will
won't
be.
There won't be. No, there won't be. We're bad at extra credit, but we're so
What if
good at
it's a one and done?
Probably X. What is it? X2. Is it The Last Stand? Is that the name of it?
No, that's X-Men 3.
X-Men 3. What's X-Men 2?
X2. It's just X2.
Just X2. I
Yeah.
feel like there's probably an OG X-Men movie in his top 3.
You think?
Yeah.
There's 2 Wolverines in there?
Yeah.
I think it would be, honestly, hey, X-Men Days of Future Past.
He's kind of only barely in that, though, isn't he?
He's the main dude. He's the main boy of it.
In Days of Future Past?
Yeah.
I haven't watched
Because
the
they
X-Men
send him,
movies in so long
they send
'cause
him
they're
back in time in the
dookie.
comics. Not in the comic, in the movie, they choose to send Wolverine back in time.
Okay, yeah. Days of Future Past. Let's do it. Why not?
Days of Future
Lock it in.
Past. Lock it in.
Number 1. Les Miserables.
Which X-Men was it?
Number 2. Logan.
Let me see.
Number 3. X-Men. The 2000 movie. Number 4. X-Men Origins. Wolverine.
Yeah.
2009.
Wow.
Oh,
Hey,
wow.
number 1, forgot that movie existed. Number
Same.
2, 3 Wolverines,
He's more than that.
and a
isn't he?
French musical. He's
He's
much
so
more
much
than
more than that.
I would actually argue that though his casting be perfect, some of his worst
Yeah.
roles,
yeah.
except for Logan.
Because it's Dookie script.
We didn't know
Dookie
what
scripts,
you
yeah.
were the superhero at that time. We didn't know. There weren't layers.
I'd be happy if Denis hooked back up with Hugh, actually. I think Denis can get some really good work out of Hugh.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know what shape Hugh would prefer his career to take at this point. It seems like he's
kinda
taking
don't
strange
either.
roles.
It sort of feels like your friend's dad that was like the cool dad that would always like play video games with you and like let you cuss a little bit at his house. And then you move away, and when you come stay with them, when you go back home, all of a sudden he listens to like contemporary Christian radio.
He
all
is
the
kind of
time.
a Broadway
It's like, what
boy.
happened
Hey,
to you?
what's going on?
Yeah, what
that's what I'm
happened? You
thinking.
changed?
He's a stageman.
I could see him very much getting into producing and probably directing at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. I think he's got the touch.
Other options we had, remember?
Yeah.
Russell Crowe, Nicole Kidman, Chris Hemsworth. Who's our next Aussie?
I think Russ.
Do Russell Crowe? Yeah, Russell
Yeah.
Crowe's speaking to me a little bit.
Yes.
Jordan,
Gladiator.
use me in Aussie. Hoi, hoi, hoi.
Gladiator.
Oh, for sure.
Ever heard of it?
Definitely Gladiator. Lock it in. He's laughing because
Lock it in.
Gladiator's
No.
not in his top
No, it
four,
is.
which
It's
is
number 2.
insane.
Oi, oi, oi.
Yeah, it's
In my
number-
mind.
number two?
Number two. In my mind, I was like, if this wasn't here, I would not have gotten upset if you just quit this game that we've played.
Yeah, I would have.
If you never wanted to play
Yeah.
Aussie,
Yeah.
Aussie, oi, oi, oi again.
Number 2.
Number 2. What are people? Beautiful Mind.
Yeah, for
Ahead of
sure.
that.
Beautiful Mind.
Ahead of
For
Gladiator, you
sure,
think?
Beautiful Mind. Oh, I don't know.
You think
but it's definitely
ahead
up
of
there.
Gladiator? You want to lock it in?
Yeah, lock it in for sure.
Oi, oi, oi. Number 3.
Okay.
Dude, is Les Mis over Gladiator?
Perhaps.
I don't think it's that. What is it? Guy Ritchie, Sherlock Holmes? Was it Guy Ritchie?
He wasn't in that, was he?
Oh, I'm sorry, not Sherlock Holmes. Robin Hood is what I meant.
Oh, no. He was in. It wasn't the
Ridley
Guy Ritchie one.
Scott?
It was Ridley Scott Robin Hood.
Skiddly Rat?
Skidly Rap?
I don't think that's going to be up there. Do you think like The Nice Guys is up there?
Maybe. Gosh, Gladiator not being number 1 is kind
Yeah,
of
it's
just
throwing me a
my
little bit.
brain keeps like trying to be like, no, think about this.
Les
Don't think
Mis,
about this.
Oscar nominated, Oscar winning
Sure.
movie, Les Mis. I don't remember
Let's-
if it won Best Picture that year, but
Les Miserables.
let's do it.
Lock it in.
Lock it in.
Oi, oi, oi. Numero uno.
All right.
They will wet themselves
Disagree.
with blood.
One more day for revolution. That face that Carter has frozen on is
Yeah.
delectable.
Yeah, it's tasty.
Gonna get a quick screen grab. Thank you. Yep. That's gonna live there forever. What a beautiful little pic of my boy. There he is. He's back
Yeah.
now.
Oh, he's back. He's moving.
I got a delicious screenshot for you, Carter.
I should have taken one of you. I'm too kind. You were like,
Make sure to send this one to Carter and not the not the person who got your percentage earlier.
I'm sending it.
You have
sending it
one
slime.
guess more here on Aussie, 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 oi, oi, oi. Can you find?
more.
Can you find? Can you find his 4th credit on IMDb? One guess day.
I like- I like the idea of the Nice Guys being in his top 4.
Yeah, let's do it.
multitude.
As an aspirational credit, I really like that movie.
Let's do The Nice Guys. Lock it in.
Lock it in.
Crikey. His 4th credit was
Ain't it though? Yeah.
L.A. Confidential with Kim Basinger.
All right, whatever.
Pretty popular TNT movie, man. You know how that works into the algorithm. TBS, TNT,
Yeah.
got a lot.
That's true.
Got a lot of weight in this game, bro. One more Aussie.
Do we want to take
Chris Hemsworth,
Hmm.
Margot, Nicole.
I'm thinking Margot.
We've also
Micah?
got Sam Neill.
Sam Neill.
He's from New Zealand.
He's New Zealand. He's a Kiwi.
Is that not the same as Australia? The continent?
Not the same country.
Bum, 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 bum. Let's do.
Then we can't count Russell Crowe. You have to try another one. He's New Zealand.
He's Kiwi?
Is he really?
Yeah.
He's from New Zealand.
Born in New Zealand.
Sorry, time out real quick. You included somebody from New Zealand in the Australian list?
Yeah.
Wow. Quick update for those keeping track at home.
Sorry, it's my
young
first time to play
gentleman
this.
that I accidentally just sent a random percentage to just responded and said that he also got 42%, and he's glad we're on the same page. So
Oh, good. That's
Great.
good.
Okay, so Russell Crowe deleted.
Deleted.
Bye-bye.
Forgive my insensitivity.
Margot Robbie is our second person.
Forgive my insensitivity. I really do feel bad about that. Let me double check. Queensland. She is an Aussie. Through and through.
Man, I really thought Russell Crowe was from Australia.
New Zealand. See, okay, that makes me feel better. What are Margot's top 4? You currently have 2 points in this game where you need 9. So someone will need to be perfect.
Defo gonna be Wolf of Wall Street. Defo gonna be...
Yeah. There's going to be some Harley Quinns.
Yeah, I think a Suicide Squad. I think OG, unfortunately.
Yeah,
Suicide
Oscar-winning
Squad is up
film
there.
Suicide Squad is going to be
I think
in
it's going to
there.
be Suicide Squad, Wolf of Wall Street. Do you ever forget every movie Margot Robbie's ever been in?
Big time.
Lots of Aussie superheroes out there, eh?
Wow, yeah, I can't think of a single thing besides Wolf of Wall Street and Suicide Squad. About Time. She was in About Time. We watched that last year.
She was in About Time? Yeah, she was in About Time. I don't think that'll be in her top 4, but it could be.
You think it's, hey, she played Harley Quinn 3 times.
No way is it. Let's do what we know for sure is there. Let's do Wolf of Wall Street.
Hugh Jackman has 3 Wolverines.
I think Margot at her best is better than Hugh at his best, so she's probably got other things.
Okay. Wolf.
It's got to be Wolf, right? Like, that's a guarantee.
We got ourselves a woof. Lock it in.
Wolf of Wall Street.
Oi, number 2.
The Suicide Squad. Lock it in.
The OG Suicide Squad.
2016.
Oi.
Lock it in.
Which I think
Number
actually,
one.
that one's just called Suicide Squad.
Yeah,
the new one's
Suicide
called
Squad is
The
champion.
Suicide
Number
Squad.
one.
It's the giant
Birds
Gurm
of
one.
Prey, honestly, now that I'm thinking about it.
Birds of Prey and the Emancipation of One Fantabulous Harley Quinn. Lock it in.
Yeah, lock it in.
Number 4. You almost have her perfect.
Yikes.
If you can get Margot
It's the James Gunn
perfectly,
Suicide Squad.
you can win this game. You can win Aussie. Oi.
You
Can we think of any other Margot Robbie
Can we think of
movies
any
all of a
other
sudden?
Margot Robbie movies all of a sudden?
Oh, dude, I, Tanya, for sure.
Oh my God. Yes.
I, Tanya, lock it in.
Yes. She Tanya.
Oi. You got her perfectly. I was sitting there looking at I, Tanya, and was like, they are going to be so upset.
Yeah,
Her
I was gonna
only
be-
Oscar
I would have been
nom.
furious.
Yeah,
You got them right. Number 1, 2016 Suicide Squad. Number 2, Wolf of Wall Street. Number 3, I, Tanya. Number 4, Birds of Prey. 1, Emancipation, Proclamation of...
The cadence with which you said I, Tanya, number 4 sounded like Mambo number 5.
It was...
And now I understand what comes before.
So that means you currently have 7 points. Getting credits perfect does a lot for you in Aussie. Oi. We got 2 from Hugh Jackman. We got 5 from Margot Robbie. Who is your final Aussie?
Can I just look up a list of Australian actors real quick?
If Russell Crowe's on there, it's a lie.
Could have sworn Sam Neill was from Australia.
Okay, let's work through this. Kate Blanchett,
Okay.
Jeffrey Rush, Heath Ledger,
No way. Are you serious?
He's Australian.
Wow.
Guy Pearce, Chris Hemsworth's little brother, who's worse, Joel
Which
Edgerton, Liam, Joel Edgerton, Rose Byrne, Ben Mendelsohn. Can we
Good
get some
Aussies.
girls in here? Hugo Weaving. That's like a throaty bad Australian. We've got
So close to home.
Hugo,
Wilson,
or
my
you-
favorite
In
Australian.
their LOTR films.
Lots of the loaders are from Australia.
Yeah, I don't know. What are we?
Y'all are gonna
what we
watch
thinking
Rings of Power.
here?
Yeah,
Oh, for sure.
certainly.
Hobbit didn't turn you off of that.
No,
No,
because the story of
was bad.
the story of the Lord of the Rings, the story of like the Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings trilogy is complete. And The Hobbit being bad, I can just
It's also
pretty
complete.
neatly
Delete it from my
amputate that
brain.
in my
Yeah.
mind.
Bougie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
No, actually, I don't. You did freeze for the whole sentence.
It'll get better.
I say we either pick from his list or we go with Heath.
Yeah. What's your list again,
I still
Carter?
had Nicole Kidman for you. I still had Chris Hemsworth for you.
Let's
Heath.
pick from his list because we can get 2 Heaths in auto win, which feels like cheating. We can. I mean, The Dark Knight, Brokeback is an automatic win. We win Aussie, oi, without trying.
Yeah.
So I don't want to.
You also have already
Let's
won
do
Aussie,
Nicole
Aussie,
Kidman.
Kiwi. Oi.
Yeah. That's true.
That's true. Let's do it with Nicole. whose filmography I really am not familiar with. So let's back off a second and maybe
Yeah, I was about to say
that for a second.
I love that you've steered us into the Nicole ditch. I mean, the other option is Hemsworth. So which 4 times has he played Thor?
Right. Yeah. No kidding. Let's do Hemsworth. Right.
Oh, good. Yeah.
I mean, right?
Sure. Yeah. Which 4 Thors are we going to pick? Or it's going to be 3 Thors in Cabin in the Woods.
Wasn't he in that racing movie?
Do you think if we say that racing movie, lock it in, Carter?
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. I don't know what it's called.
Rush.
Okay.
It's called Rush, and I think it's in his top 4.
Okay. Rush, lock it in.
Rush, lock it in.
Crikey.
Okay. Let's do Thor Ragnarok.
Thor Ragnarok, lock it in.
We're going to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory, and I'm going to curious
Oi,
like
oi,
a cat,
oi.
Harry carry myself.
Number
Okay.
2.
Infinite Warfare.
Avengers?
I'm thinking. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think Endgame probably over Infinity War. Highest grossing movie of all time.
Yeah, but his part's bigger in Infinity War.
I don't think it is it?
I mean, there's the whole entire subplot of him going and building Stormbreaker.
Yeah, but in Endgame, he's fat, dude. It's so funny.
Hey, we don't have to
2
hate on
guesses left.
Endgame just because
Only
everything
need
else
one.
Marvel's doing is
Oi, oi,
frivolous
oi,
and
to
bland.
win. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Oi, oi, oi.
I'll follow your gut. You want to do Endgame?
Let's say Endgame.
Let's say Endgame. Lock it in.
Lock it in.
Crikey.
So we're
One
down
guess. And you have to
to one
get it right.
guess.
You chose not to do Heath Ledger because you would win.
Not because we would win, because we would
Appreciate
more
the-
easily win.
Appreciate the challenge. As you ponder, can y'all hear me? Am I just breaking out a lot? Okay.
Yeah.
As you ponder,
No, yeah.
be glad
No,
you
I
didn't
gotcha.
pick Nicole Kidman because she had 2 movies I'd never heard of on her top 4.
What were the other 2?
Well, I had barely heard of Rabbit Hole, and there was one like with a fox in the name or something.
I heard Fox.
I heard a bear in the rabbit hole, and there was a fox in the name. No, he's frozen.
Oh, there he is. He's back. He's back. He's back. There he is.
He's here.
There's my boy. There's my beautiful boy.
Nice to see you, Carter.
Okay, Dosh. Down to the wire.
I know you trusted me last time, and that's been your biggest mistake so far. What do you think this one is?
None of the other Thors are good, but that doesn't always matter. There's a fair chance that Thor.
Fair chance of Thor. I think a fair chance of Avengers, Age of Ultron.
Over Infinity War? You think
I don't know why. I don't know why.
we've learned quickly that if an actor was in Infinity War, odds are it's in their top 4.
Let's give it a shot. I'm 100% in.
All right, let's do it. Infinity War, lock it in.
Lock it in.
Crikey. You got so close. And I can promise you we'll never play this again. You got 8 points, needed 9 in Aussie, oi, oi, oi. Number 1, The Avengers.
The only Avengers movie we did not name.
Number 2, Thor Ragnarok. Number 3, Snow White and the Huntsman.
You have
Number
to be
4,
kidding me.
Star Trek.
He's in that movie for
He's in Star Trek
10
for like
seconds. He is in
dies.
Star Trek for 10 seconds.
He's Kirk's dad and
He's basically just like, I had a baby. Boom. And then he's gone.
Chris Hemsworth's IMDb is like it's like your friend who hasn't updated their LinkedIn since they were in college. And
And
it's
still
like, you are
just
not
says-
still a student there.
Yeah, it still just says that they're a barista and work at Wendy's.
What an eventful day. Happy Australian 2 Chunks Day, everybody.
So stupid. Open up Heath Ledger's IMDb page right now.
if I
open
do,
it.
it's going to kill my
Do it.
internets right now. And I'm just trying to make it.
Pretty soon he'll snap back in and he's going to look sad. This is a big one.
Wow. Oh, he's gone.
That's so funny, dude.
And now the thing is, I don't know if his screen is frozen
I
again
know.
or if he's just still gone.
He's
I found him.
back. He's back. All right. Do you have Heath's IMDb pulled up?
You talking to me? I was saying
Yeah.
I can't
Yeah.
because it's going to mess up. We just found out a Wi-Fi router is down.
Oh, no.
So as soon as we're done with Mini Monday, I'm going to unplug that and plug it back in.
Let's end it. Let's shut it down right now.
To end today's episode, we do know that tomorrow we're going to be talking about Mad Max Fury Road. We do know that Chris Hemsworth is in Furiosa with Anya Taylor-Joy. Did you actually know that? movie.
I didn't
Hemsworth has
until
been
right now.
cast in it as well. Anya Taylor-Joy playing Furiosa. I want you to give me, what is Chris Hemsworth's name? What is his name? Right now, neither of them are credited to have a name, even knowing that Anya Taylor-Joy is Furiosa. What is going to be the name of Hemsworth?
All right.
I'm Carter. Kerosene.
Ooh, that's very good. I'm Dosh. And he is playing the Baron of a city that is constructed entirely out of oil barrels. And he's called the Barrel Aaron.
Phenomenal. It feels like a secret language you have with your friend in college.
Barrel Aaron?
Doge, I need you to know that I had this in my head before you said your words.
Oh, sure.
I was going to call him the
This is jjjolf.
I'm Jordan, by the way. I was going to call him the Double Barrel Baron.
Oh, that's really good.
Double Barrel Baron and the Barrel Aaron. Barrel Aaron.
The Barrel Aaron.
Well, my original idea was Lieutenant Scrunge, just because that feels like wastelandy.
Does feel Mad Max.
Doesn't it? Like we've got like Nux and all that. I don't know.
Schlanger.
Yeah. Lieutenant Scrunge just feels like something, but then I was like, is Scrunge a slang for something horrific?
We'll find out.
I don't know. Who knows?
Google it. Tell me if I'm supposed to beep it.
Hold on.
Don't have photos up.
No photos. Don't airplay.
Whoa. Non-scratch scrubbing sponge. The Scrunge.
It's no Scrub
Scrunch?
Daddy.
No, stop. What if Scrub Daddy heard?
It's definitely
Scrub Daddy, you're the only sponge for me.
Progressive is America's #1 motorcycle insurer, so we understand motorcycles. No, really, we have a bike translator.
Okay, this is awkward, but this bike says he'd appreciate it if you removed his skull pattern saddlebags. He feels self-conscious about them around all the other bikes, and he says you're not fooling anyone. You mostly ride with your golfing buddies. Listen, I'm just the messenger here. Oh, no, I don't want to say that. I think you made yourself clear.
Quote with Progressive and see if you could save with America's #1 motorcycle insurer. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.